far, bro?
Fine.
I do alright.
No, no.
Guy, everything is just somehow right now. I don't even sabi.
Everything is what?
Oh shit. Welcome, everybody. Good day to you, or welcome to Chess XXI. This is the first official tournament that we are streaming, and this is the playoff of the tournament. This June Rapid, Open Rapid tournaments for June 2025, and it's open to everybody. We played the qualifiers on last Wednesday, and so far we are down to 13 competitors, 13 contestants aiming for the prize, aiming for the top spots. Um, Today, though, we are going to be eliminating, we are going to be reducing that number down to 8. We already have our top 3 sitting comfortably who are already qualified for the quarterfinals, and then the remaining 10 will play a single playoff match against one opponent, playing one game, and if they lose, they go out of the tournament. If they draw, however, there will be a tie break match. So let's get to the tournament information. Um, well, to start, I have to introduce myself. Because I forgot where my manners. My name is Sulaiman Salman Ayodeji. I am your host for today, and I'm your host for today, and you probably I'm known as Banga XSI on the group chats or official group chats. So that's my name, and that's also my chess.com username. You can check it out, you can follow me, and also on my social media accounts as well. And together with me, I have Bangbala Abdullah. Is the Bangbala Abdullah, who is also known as Abdex, and then we have Hyrex as well. That's Onimode Sulaiman, and we have Topper, which is Ikuburije Demitokpe. So the four of us, yeah, will give you commentary and analysis of each games that will be played. So stay tuned. We'll be back shortly.
All right.
Yeah, welcome back, everyone. So, we are starting with the tournament information. Like I said earlier, we have 13 players in the stands and 3 players are already sitting comfortably in the quarterfinals. So, as you can see here in the image that is popping up on your screen, the 3 players that have qualified, who are the top 3 players are Ayomide, Jairus, and Joshua because of the spots they attained in the qualifiers. Ayomide had 20 points in the Lichess qualifiers, Jiglit had 17, and J-Boss, who is also Joshua, had 16. Jiglit is Jairus, if you don't know. So, um, it was a very close point, and even the fourth position is just 1 point. Who is Dotun? Mr. Dot is just 1 point behind Jabos, who would have gotten the top spot. He was able to play one more game and he won the game, would have gotten the top spot because Jabos had one game above him. Joshua had one game above Dotun because it's an arena game. You can play as many games as you like, as you can, rather. So, um, those 3 are sitting comfortably in the quarterfinals, while the remaining 10 are playing one single playoff match against each other. And let's just check out the matches that they are playing against each other today. For the fixtures, we have facing Mr. Dotson. What do you guys think about this? Hyrex, what do you think about this matchup, and Dotson?
Well, the last I think LM and Dortmund played a very good game, and in fact, it ended up as a bleed for a big
Yeah,
time.
Blitz tie break.
So that game was actually crazy. It was nice, but I think now Dortmund might be coming back for like a revenge sort of.
Yeah, so that's what I was
Whoever
thinking
takes it.
too. Is
Yeah.
this going to be a revenge game where Dotto says, "Oh, I'm going to get back at you for knocking me out of that tournament," or is MM going to stand his ground and say, "Huh, you for where?"
Well, chess, anything can happen, but I think Dortmund Dortmund has,
Yeah,
coming back from that whole tournament.
yeah, two tournaments
Think that,
and Dortmund got
uh,
knocked out in like very early, and that's very very heartbreaking to see one of our top guys getting knocked down early. So, Abdex, what about you? What do you think? What's your opinion?
Okay, so I saw the last game as well, and it was interesting. Yes,
Nah.
as
Oh,
Alex said, a team that go quick. But one thing I know about them is he's a very fast player. Like from that last game, when it comes to time control, he has the advantage. So if the team can play his game quickly and get to the end game quick or checkmate, then maybe it will be a fair down. If it goes to time scramble, I give it to NFC.
okay.
Yeah. And we see what happens. I know MM personally. I've played games with him, and when it comes to time,
Yeah,
it's a bit.
time is very fast. It's very fast in time scramble. Yeah. So that's it for the second game of the day. Well, it's not the second game you are seeing here. The second game here has been moved to last because of availability of the players. But the second game of the day, which we are going to play this afternoon, is Okpe and Bashir. Bashir, I went to school with Bashir. It was my department, it was my classmate. We served together as students governor sha. SUG, we did not SUG, our department's student government, we did it together. And when I found out he was playing chess too, I was like, wow. And then I saw his performance on the qualifiers. I was like, okay, wow, this guy is so good. Although he would have gotten high points too, would have gotten high points, but he was paused for a while. He didn't play a lot of game. He didn't. He just went away. He lost time and didn't play a lot of game. Okwe did well. Okwe did manageably well. I think, how many points did Okwe get? I'm not sure, but I know this guy got 12 points. Bashir got 12 points, and I think Okwe got 6 points. Anyways, so what do you think about those two? Do you know? Have you seen their games before? Has any of you seen their games before or anything? Abdex, over to you.
Actually, I've not seen their games.
Okay.
Like I was on the last game, so I would just say I'm looking forward.
Okay. How about you, Irex? Anything?
yeah, just seeing Bashir's picture just made me realize or remember him from way back then. I think there was a time when we were all like learning to play chess, getting into it, and somehow I played Bashir before. It was good, and I'm sure he has gotten stronger than before. But just
Um.
seeing him in the tournament is actually a good thing. It's a great way to, you know,
All right.
reestablish that connection we once had.
I just got word that the game between and Dota has already started. So I think we'll have to cut our pre-game analysis short and just pop into the game right now. Wow. They've even gone far. They've spent almost 8 minutes while we were busy talking. They started the game since. So I'm just going to go straight to the game and then we'll backtrack the moves and then we'll show what's popping. So right now this is the game. This is the current evaluation. I think Dotun is currently winning. Is a bit higher on the point, but let's check. Let's see the moves and everything they play. So in this game, is white, so he plays d4. Dotun replies with d5, knight f3, bishop g4, knight b to d2, and then e6 by Dotun. So far, we are still in Queen's Pawn. We are still in Queen's Pawn opening. There's no really. I don't really know this kind of opening. I don't know what it is like. Probably was trying to play a Queen's Gambit. Oh, hey Topper, nice of you to join us.
Game don't start.
Yeah, game does start too. I thought Dotun is your brother, don't you? Oh,
No,
you
no,
guys.
I
Okay,
actually
okay.
don't reach out. I don't tell him for game that time. He saying they cook. I reminded him about the game. So I
Okay.
actually I been dey play e-football on my phone. So
Okay, and
I know check. Yeah.
So right now, yeah, on move 4, played E3, and we have A6 from
I'm not seeing
Dotsun.
the game.
Oh yeah, you have to go through the stream. You can check the game by watching. You can watch the game directly from their platform,
Let me
from the
let me watch
platform.
some.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So that will give us a very like to streamline our own commentary. Others can watch from our stream, but you guys should watch directly from the platform.
Okay. So I
Yeah,
think MM played E3.
yeah.
Okay.
Then played E3, and played E3. Dotun played A6. Then Bishop to E2. Probably
Bishop
just
to
trying to,
E2.
yeah, he wants to castle quick and then just get away from it. Or, he wants to move his knights. I don't know which of the two, um, I don't know which of the two is trying
I
to
feel
do
like
here.
a very tight spot right now.
Ah,
The team is in a very tight spot right now. That pony.
Okay. I think they're just playing like
but they've
fast.
gone way far from this, so I'm just trying to backtrack. They're already on move 23, and this is just move
So I'm
5.
watching. I'm watching from the two who's game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Manga, can you move by move so we'll be updated on the move.
okay, up ahead, you should just keep everything or we'll just go. Okay, so right now, currently, this is where it stands. And Dotun is way ahead with 3.7 points on material. On evaluation rather.
But the two is actually at a disadvantage when you consider position.
Yeah, it can blunder, right? Like all this kind of scenario where you just
See that pawn in F3.
okay. Yeah, that one is frozen. That
No,
one
it's not
is
really. It's going to cause a lot of trouble for him because his queen cannot actually move to G2.
oh yeah, that's true. Because now he wants to render checkmate. He can't, and that's rook. Okay, it's not trapped.
So if I feel like if is going to is able to get one of his rook to the what's it called?
Yeah, if able to get it to
round.
like I'm even thinking, okay, you should go B. You should take one of the rooks to the B file. Okay, yes, it brings the second rook to pin this knight. Or you see what I'm saying, right?
I think this game I'm actually lost on the game war.
Okay, he can play here. He can play here too. Or sacrifices. Anyways, that's a good sacrifice actually. But he can't really sacrifice both rooks. This is a very precarious position. And this, oh boy. Okay, she just played the second rook to B file. Or she should walk his king out.
No,
Like, see what I'm doing?
The king.
Like
the
he
king.
play you should play H4 first. Then you should walk his king out. Then he can come and attack the other pawn from behind. That's an idea. Besides, you're in the end game, you have to activate your king. Both players are honestly why? Now he can push. No, he doesn't even need that. He can push the pawn first and now play here. Okay, but still this is better. Yeah, bring the second rook. It doesn't matter anymore. We have a mate in 13. This is the thing about stockfish that annoys me, because how do I want to know mate in 13 in this kind of scenario?
has mate in 13.
No. Dotto has mate in 13. But Dotto is winning this game. There's no anything. There's time advantage. Like Dotto has time advantage. He has material count. He has everything. So there's basically no excuse for Dotto not to win this game.
Yeah, but in the end, it's still chess.
It's still chess. Anything can happen. Anything can happen, man.
One wrong move can end the whole game.
Yeah, take the pawn. You have no choice.
He doesn't necessarily. Does he?
Yep, you check, then you take. Oh, this is sweet. This is sweet. You take.
Yeah, he can
You,
check with the knight, take with the pawn, and sacrifice the rook.
yeah, that's what he did. Are you watching it on the live stream or directly from their page?
I'm on the live stream. I'm on the
Or
live stream.
try watching it directly from their page on I'll give you the account. Dotto is Dotto4. Let me share his profile to you. Then you watch it directly from there.
Yeah, I think I have gotten somewhere.
Okay. Then right now that's what he did. That's basically the ideas. You check, you sacrifice your rook, then pawn takes rook, queen in, which is check. King moves forward, then check
Okay,
again.
I
King
can
moves
watch
down,
from
then check here.
MM's. Yeah, that's exactly what he did.
I still don't understand how they are saying mate in 6 here. Because after rook takes, pawn takes check, king moves up. Let's count it. How many moves is that? Rook takes
If Stockfish says it's mate in 6, then it's
6.
mate in 6.
I'm seeing mate in 3 now. That's what I'm saying. I'm seeing mate in 3. But Stockfish is seeing mate in 6.
Okay,
Okay, so MM resigns. MM resigns. There's no way. So that's it. That's a very good sign. The first game. Let's analyze everything from the beginning and see Stockfish suggestions and everything while the other players prepare. If anybody is not busy, we should try to alert the other
Dotto
players.
has 91%, 91.3
Percent
accuracy.
That's
That's impressive.
That's very impressive. So let's start from the beginning.
Yeah. Like I said, Dotun is coming back for the revenge. He came with full force.
He came with full force. So that Dotto has joined Jairus, Ayomide, and Joshua in the quarterfinals. That's nice. That's nice. I was actually hoping for that, but I didn't want to be biased because is also someone that is. He gets. Honestly, I felt bad. I felt bad when I saw the matchup. Like it's the pairing system. When I saw the matchup like this, when I generated it, I was like, oh no, not and Dotsu now. Give us and Dotsu in semi-final, but but well, it is what it is. So let's start from the beginning. So from the beginning we have D4, D5. Well, I don't know. You should have just gone for the Queen's Gambit immediately. That's what I would have done, but he wanted to go for the Zuketos variation. So then Bishop here.
What move are you on? Move number what?
Oh, analysis. Move number 3.
Okay.
Move 3.
Yeah, move 3. Knight to D2. Knight B to D2.
Okay.
To defend the other knights that is under attack by the rook. By the bishop rather.
So
then E6.
4 D5.
Yeah, you see, this is just solid setup because now he has a punching of 3. He has his open bishops, second bishop. But the only thing is, according to normal standard principles of chess, you get your knights out before your bishops. But anyway, it's still the same thing. It's still fine. Bringing you.
What move are you on now?
I say on move 3, just analyzing everything.
Okay.
So E3. But that feels bad. Maybe he just wants to open his bishop up, open way for his bishop. But number 1, he has a passive bishop. Like has a passive bishop here on C1, the dark squared bishop, and then he pinned himself. Like he pinned this knight to the queen. He can't move that knight for the main time. So A6, preventing checks. Okay, that's another thing. Then E2, that's the idea. That was the initial idea, anyways. So
Bishop E2, right?
Yeah, Bishop E2. To defend the knights further.
But
this is the thing. We are on move 5, and white is defending against black. That is like one of the rare sides of chess.
Well, I would say.
I feel like it fucked up from the opening.
Exactly, that's the thing. What's the opening accuracy? Topper.
But
Topper, I just checked the game review, right?
Yes.
So what's the opening accuracy of MM?
I'm coming.
Well, even up to move 5, the game is still as good as balanced.
Yeah, it's still balanced. But like, so naturally, Naturally, white is supposed to be the one attacking and black defending on this kind of
Once
series.
you make one wrong move in the opening,
Yeah, you lose tempo and then everything changes.
Okay, so
I saw a quote recently that says you have to play once you're playing opening, you have to. I've forgotten, there's this guy on TikTok that makes chess. But he said you have to play middle game like a magician, play the end game like a machine. I've
yeah,
forgotten how he described
the
the
opening.
opening. Yeah,
Opening basically you don't need to think much in opening. You just have to
It's
have
book
something
moves.
memorized. Exactly,
yeah.
have
You
something
just have to
memorized
like
for opening.
memorize a few book moves. Then you have to your tactics your tactic and strategy has to be good in the
Middle game, yeah, exactly. You just have something memorized for openings and you're fine. That's why you see me now. I stick
Wait,
to
after
Vienna and Scotch.
You're going to say something, bro.
after Black played knight to c6,
Yeah, knight to sixes. That's the next thing
mm's
person played.
response with c4 was actually the best. You see, he played c4, then
Yeah, well, knight.
continue development, which is actually
Yeah,
accurate.
yeah. Knight to
Then
yeah, that's the best
knight
move actually.
f6.
C4
Yeah.
was actually the best. Then
But
knight.
I would say white mistake after knight f6 was taking. Taking on d5 was
Yeah, you were supposed to take on d5. Computer says a3.
yeah. Contested a3.
Computer said a3. That was what you should have played. But then he played CXD5.
Yeah, computer wants a3. You know, yeah. I think a3 was actually preventing
Knight jumps.
from
Yeah, exactly.
jumping.
Knight from jumping. So
even after white took
after
and
CXD5.
black, yeah, if black had not taken and decided to like jump in with the knight, you would have still created some
yeah, exactly.
some sort of like tension for him, because if the knight jumps in, then the white best move then is going to be like take the second pawn that's taken on e6. Then black
Yeah.
continues with the development. But in the end, I would also say maybe white was more aggressive and he was not prepared for that aggression, I would say.
Yeah. So I think here though, I understand why you want to play e takes d5, because e takes d5 you have a queen side majority of pawns. That's like, okay, number one, you can easily get rid of this pawn that is on d. Eventually white will want to open up his bishop and then he'll play bishop here, or probably you fianchetto the bishop. That's the only way you can still keep these two pawns connected, the d pawn and the e pawn connected, is if he tries to fianchetto the other bishop to open it up and then find a way to push it later on. But then if not
Do you know what? In all this game, what I was just seeing from white is just castle.
yeah, castle early, exactly. You already in problem here. You see, now he played the a3.
Yeah, he played
now
a3.
Now he played a3.
Now he's playing a3. After
so after bishop the bishop push, then okay, he asked the bishop a question of what it's doing there. Bishop move back, you see, because that, you see, the confidence that Dosuna has in moving back is that white no longer has the option. Well, he has the option, is a legal move to castle queenside, but if you castle queenside, you are weakening your king, you are not protecting your king. So that's why he can still maintain the pin and play to h5 instead of bulldozing the bishop with small pawns attack here. So everything was just so h4, knight h4, bishop x bishop, bishop takes bishops, queen takes bishop, just trades. Okay, is it
yeah, that's your move 13 or your move 11 when queen takes bishop.
I'm on move 12 now.
Move 12.
Yeah,
That's
knight
jumps.
yeah, knight jumps back to defense. I feel like it should have just taken the knight, because why? This is a knight that is way deep into your territory and is very active. Number one, you make sure he doesn't have a queenside majority by bringing the pawn here and everything. Okay, so because of time, let's just keep it forward. If there's any part of the game that I feel is very, very instructive, that okay, this part of the game, let's see. When he finally took the pawn, you see, this is what I'm saying. Assuming he took the knight instantly, he won't be able to take with this second pawn. Like, assuming took this knight instantly, assuming played knight takes e4 instantly, it would have been d takes e4, not f takes e4. That's the you get what I'm saying? Like before Dotun played f5, before Dotun played f5, you know, here when here when Dotun played knight to e4, if has played knight takes e4, it should have been d takes e4. But now that I played knight back, Dotun solidified the position by playing pawn to f5, and now if you take, it's going to take with the f pawn.
Back with the pawn.
Exactly. So now it's not going to have how many pawns now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the queen side.
Yeah.
And not to mention, when he castles, it's going to be an open rook again. So that's just I feel that's the instructive moment here. It took so that's just, I don't see any more. Okay, queen trade. So I think that's just, there's no much thing here anymore.
Yeah, both players, I think in the end, had 74% accuracy.
That's not bad too.
All right, so let's just go to the next game for the day.
So who's playing next?
The player playing next. Let's check that out. That should be Okwe and Bashir. Okay. I think Okwe is already on standby.
Okay, let's see. Let me hit Bashir. What's Bashir's in-game name?
Bashir's game name. Let me check that. Name Bashir. So Bashir username is quick check, and let me just quickly go to messages, because they have already told me on the chat that they are ready. Okay. So I think let me check again. Who is to play white and who is to play black in this
I don't think I have any of them on chess.
Okay, so this is the game. Okpe plays white and Bashir plays black. So I'm just going to tell Okpe now to send I think Okpe is design whisper, right? Yep, Okpe should be design whisper. Question name Okpe. Yeah, Okpe is design whisper on chess.com. So send.
Can you let me send
a challenge?
The username.
The name, okay, I'll send it to you now. I'll send it to you, but I just want to quickly tell Okpe to send challenge to quick check. Quick check. Okay, let me capitalize it the way this guy capitalizes it. PE.
Where are you typing on YouTube?
Nope, on chess.com. Quick check.
You want to send? I can't see. How do you watch it?
You watch it. I'll send you the usernames now.
No.
You play white. So let's just get ready for that. And
for
So
the.
let's see. Okpe's performance in the Okpe's performance
Can you
in
help me send the username so we
okay,
can
the
check?
username I'm sending it to all of us now. I'm sending it to all of us now. Quick check.
But this knockout that we're playing, whoever places white has an advantage. I'm sure you guys know.
Yeah, he has a slight advantage. That's why in the matchups, the way I set it, it's supposed to be the person that qualified with the least points to have the advantage, to have to play white, and the person with the higher points to play black.
Hmm.
It does not matter. It does not really necessarily matter now.
Bashir is quick
Is this Bashir best friend?
check. And I've sent it to us the
Okay.
username. This guy is Design Whisper. What's his name? Okpe is Design Whisper.
You don't need just one of them. This thing that we need now.
Okay, anyone, you can just use quick check. So
I don't think I can find it. Okay. Okay.
When is the game starting? I've gotten
yeah,
quick check.
I'm waiting for them to start, but I'm not seeing it. So let me just go to their profile again and check. Yeah, it's not showing. I'm not seeing anything yet. I don't think they started the game.
Are they are both online, right?
Yeah, I think quick check is online.
Okay, he said he has sent the challenge. He has sent the challenge. I'm just going to refresh. He has sent the challenge. He's waiting for. Both of them are currently typing. They are currently saying. We're waiting for them to start their game actually. So while they start their game, let's just look at the other matchups for the day. And for the day, after this game, we'll come back at night to play the remaining, which I'm not sure we'll be able to do so anyways. But if it's possible, we'll come back at night to do so. And if it's not possible anymore, well, we'll postpone the remaining games to tomorrow night.
Why do you think, why will it not be possible?
Yeah, there's something called battery and lights.
Welcome to our country.
Welcome to our country, man. Welcome to our country. I was so banking that I'll be able to charge with solar right now, but guess what? The cloud is dark.
So it means it's going to rain.
Exactly.
I don't think they started the games yet, because
if they've started the game, you can just let me know. Anyways, and I'll pull it up on the screen. But spend the time, let's see other matchups for today. Like the third matchup, Ruby versus Ridwan. Like this is my favorite matchup. Yep, I think they've started.
I think they are something like that.
I think they've started. Have they started? Let me check again. Quick check.
Yeah, it's quick check Bashir.
Yeah, quick check is Bashir.
He's okay.
He's just requesting for the guy to send challenge now.
Oh, he's requesting to send challenge again. I don't think they started.
Said I'm not used to the site. Where does he play? If he's not used to chess.com, where does he play then?
Oh, he plays on chess. That's the thing. Anyways, well, some people are used to chess.com, some people are used to chess, but everything is fair here because sometimes we use chess, sometimes we use chess.com. It depends on how we want to do it. Depends on the nature of the game. So, while we wait for them, let's talk about this matchup. Ruby and Ridwan. What do you guys think? Okay, he has accepted the request. I think you've started.
Is it on chess they're playing?
No, on chess.com. On chess.com.
How you
Up,
I
gonna
right
don't.
up
say?
now.
How you guys saying liches? So I don't understand.
Quick check is now offline.
Wait, did I say leeches? No, it's not
I think
leeches.
there's streaming site. I think they're playing on the chess.
No, you can't send on leeches. It's chess.com. It's chess.com. Okay, yeah, they started. They're playing on chess.com. They can't play on leeches. That's the thing.
Okay.
Are you seeing the games?
Yeah, I'm seeing it now.
Yeah, they started.
Last move was Okay.
I'm
I
just
don't think
waiting
they
for
can
it to
even-
pull up here. Okay, they are still on move 5, so we can quickly backtrack and go through everything. Let me just get to game screen and before that game out, let's bring this back to Okpe versus Bashir and then game screen.
Trying to refresh to see if I can. Okay, I can watch their game now.
So this is the first move. D4, G6. Okay, Fianchetto. Knight F3, G7. You know these Levy unethical life choices, but this one they are not removing, so it's not a bullet game. It was a bullet game. It's a different case. When opponent tries to Fianchetto, you just set up a sneaky trap. You play bishop to H. What?
They have
Resign?
designed, I don't understand.
What?
Why? Wait, what just happened?
What?
Did something happen there? Or was it an accidental click?
Was it an accidental click? I understand quick check. This he just created the account today. He's not used to chess.com. But
No, at least, boy, if you see resign, you
if
know
you see
resign.
resign, you know what resign means. Resign is also on the chess. So
He has won. The opponent has won now. There's no excuse.
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't think
exactly.
resign.
There's no excuse. But let's hear from.
Ah,
Like,
Oh
he
no,
resigned.
no. Oh no, I know why. Because this is not the official game. I was playing with a random opponent. It's someone else that sent challenge.
Okay, this is. Oh, yeah, that's true.
I was scared, man. I was
Okay,
like,
so you resigned this game. Just that's bold.
man, that was terrifying, man.
And bold at the same time.
And none of us noticed it. I didn't even look at.
Yeah, I was just looking at like the game.
Oh boy, that was. So I'm waiting for this guy to send the challenge. Like this, Okpe is a chess.com user, so he knows how to do it. It's quick check that is new to chess.com.
Quick check account shows July 23rd, 2022.
But he doesn't use it. He just have the accounts.
Oh. But he has played some games on it.
his rating is in 1-4 now. He can't be. That's not possible if you're not
Wait,
playing
though,
on
that's
chess.
true.
Yeah, he has games. He has game archive here. 29 games, and you say you don't use it.
Okay, maybe. But he told me he doesn't use it. Maybe he
Maybe
doesn't
he's
use
not-
it anymore. Maybe that's what
Yeah,
it means,
maybe.
that he doesn't use it anymore.
He has more than 29 games.
But Okpe is wasting time. What's going on?
Hope these guys are not trying to look for a bot.
Mm.
Because
Okay, so we're waiting for their games, eh?
You can just go to profile and challenge. Maybe that's what I should have done. Send the profile and tell them to challenge. Maybe I'll do that
Or
now.
they should just add themselves. It's that easy.
don't do anything. Just let's hear from them. They might be on something.
Yeah, I think they're up to something now.
Let's just give them like 2 minutes. This is 3:10. Once it's 3:12, we just like try to like get their attention. What's happening?
Okay, I think he's accepted the friend request.
Okay, so while we wait for them, Oh boy. So while we wait for them, let's just go back to this. And this matchup, Ridwan and Ruby. Number one, Ruby being our only girl in the group.
Yeah,
What the
she's that all my support.
that's like like she's the only one that qualified. There's four as well, but four she left the qualifiers early. She said she was tired. And I don't know.
Yeah,
I've not seen any other girl that stepped forward to play. I think there should be some.
There's
Though
more than there's more
there
than
should
two
be
girls.
some. There are going to be more than that. But like there should be. Anyways,
I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
I don't think they've gotten this challenge yet.
Okay. While we wait, we give them 5 minutes wait time. We should get back after 5 minutes and then
I've asked them what's happening.
let's just go in a short break and give them a 5 minutes wait time. All right. So we'll be right back. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. We are back and we are still waiting for Bashir to accept the request, or I don't even know what the issue is right now, but the challenge request and everything is just going up. Oh, they are playing now. Good, fine. All right, so I just go
I think
watch. Let's go watch that they are
I
playing.
see.
They've started
I
playing.
don't know.
Yep, I think
It's
so.
started. Yeah, they're on. Wow, they're playing really quick for a 10 minutes game.
Design with and
Wow. No, I don't think these guys are having chill. They're just playing.
They're just
those
playing
things I think
moves.
They're just
3 minutes.
playing.
All right, I'm just going to pull that up on screen right now. I'm waiting for it to load up here.
No
And once
chill,
I've
no
loaded it
chill.
up, I'll put it on screen. Move 6 on that. How many seconds?
They're on 6. But look at quick check. He used 9 seconds. Wow. Move 7, hit 3.
I'm just seeing them blitzing out move. Okay, let's quickly backtrack, guys. But can we even catch them? Okay, E4, E5. Who is okay?
We'll come back. We'll come back to it when we are
F3,
doing the main
C6.
analysis.
Okay, yeah, let's cover. Let's stay live now.
When we are doing the analysis, we'll come back to it.
Okay, he attacks the queen. Let's see. I think.
Yeah, that's the
One,
queen.
two.
And the queen is not even okay. Yeah, he has to take the knight, but
He did. Now he has double his pawn.
that's very
Wow.
bad.
Okay, let's see.
Just Fianchetto the other bishop. Well, but if no, you can't Fianchetto because he's going to
Look,
weaken. He's going to
At this
weaken
point,
the
I think at this point, Black has some sort of no tactics in a way. He's just okay. He's just playing chess. He's just playing the game.
Yeah, he wants to develop his what's it called? The bishop, then the castle queen side. I think that's what Bashir wants to do here.
I don't think Black at this time can even castle that anything again
No, you castle queen side. That's your leap option. You can't castle king side.
anymore.
You can't
Yeah.
castle king side anymore. Like if you castle
Castle
king side,
king
it's just walking into mates and how many moves.
This game.
And now the pawn on G2 is stuck.
You can also choose not to castle and try to attack from that queen side.
You should go gangster. You should play king. You play king to D7.
Cool boy. If someone is asking if you're not live streaming,
Yeah, we're live streaming now. Yeah,
why
we're
is
live.
not asking?
We're live. Let me resend the link to them. Let me
I'm
resend the
trying
link.
to pull their game back.
I'm just hoping.
This guy is not going to castle. See what I said? He's not going to castle. He's not going to castle anymore. He's already attacking from that side.
That's what I'm saying. Like he doesn't need to castle.
He doesn't even need to castle. But the thing is, this is middle game. There are queens on board. His king is very, 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 very.
I think bishop now. That bishop can go for a check. Bishop check, and then
Oh,
It-
there's
it
something
really
Black
blocked.
is not seeing. He can actually take.
Black is just on like autopilot at this point. I think.
Black can actually take the knight.
Knight? What knight?
Knight on
No.
F3.
No, it's White's turn to play. White can first
But,
check.
yeah, but like I'm saying, Black can take knight. What's the idea? Like, let's say now.
He's going to win the knight now.
No, he's not going to win the knight.
That's
If he takes
not
knight-
There's pawn.
Okay, that's true.
There's
That's true.
pawn.
That's true. My bad.
Yeah, I also
Pawn
thought
take.
of that too. I thought of that too.
pawn takes.
That's why I said the pawn on G2 was stuck.
Pawn can take on C3. That's the best move. Not castling
Wow.
again. Why castling again?
Hold on. I know what he's trying to do. Pawn takes.
He wants to double the.
Pawn takes.
No.
Look at this. Oh no. It's not going to work.
No,
He's baiting.
White-
He's baiting this guy to play pawn takes, but it's not going to. You see. Now
Pawn
it's
take
going
was
to.
the best move.
Now look
Pawn
how
take
it's.
is the best move.
No, it's the worst because it's going to play pawn to E4.
White
No.
playing.
I said
White
he wanted to
taking.
double the rook.
Look
White
at this.
taking B4 is actually
Guys,
is
look at
actually
this.
the best.
Guys, look at this. You see, that's what I'm saying. The bishop was not here before. As mean he played pawn to e4. He's going to be attacking the knight one more time, and he's also going to be threatening checkmate. Yeah,
E4. Are you following this game well?
that's what I'm saying now. Like, two moves ago. Where is it? Before the bishop came out. Before
We are
the
going to
bishop
be
came
doing
out.
that one at the end of the game. Let us follow the game.
But anyways,
At the end of the
computer said
game, we're
it's
going
bad.
to do the analysis. Let us follow the game.
All right, let's
and
just.
comment about the most.
Let's just follow the game for now.
Yeah.
And I think Black should just actually chill a bit and relax. You have time. You have 8 minutes. You don't need to rush.
But what's wrong with pawn push? Okay, a pawn push then.
Pawn
Knight,
push. At this
okay,
point,
knight blocks.
see-
Knight blocks. No, knight blocks doesn't do. Knight goes back. Okay, no, knight go. I'm still not seeing it.
that's what I'm telling you. Like
I'm still not
what you are
seeing
seeing
it.
is what you are seeing is not what is not.
I'm not
sometimes
seeing the
come out.
defense. Like, it's a double attack. You are threatening checkmates and you're also attacking the knights. That's what I'm saying.
Threatening checkmate on who? On where?
Look at the queen bishop battery on g7 and f6. If you push the pawn, you are threatening checkmate on b2 and you're also attacking the.
What do you guys think White should do now?
That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm saying.
White
it
white
moved-
white's best move now is
Move the
C2.
queen.
No,
Move the king
C2.
to c2. Yes.
Exactly. C2 is actually the best move for black. And then maybe
Yeah,
counter
C2.
with E1 or sorry, counter with rook to A1 or something. Okay, rook A1 loses the what? So that wasn't a very nice move. Ooh.
Oh, what did he play?
I think that was a blunder.
You know what? I'll sacrifice my queen if I'm white. Okay, well, not necessarily.
Not sacrifice. Now that's a trade now.
That's
Yeah,
a
like
trade.
a trade in the end.
I want to trade queens.
No, I'm
Anyways, he has
saying-
the advantage.
you know-
So
If he moves,
And
if he
it's
moves
corner.
any of those rook away from that place,
but is that not a free bishop?
Wait,
Okay, it's not free.
why is black not hitting straight down with that check?
yeah, he needs the other rook to leave that place.
Exactly.
Yeah,
now
exactly.
rook is
Now
gone.
he's going to pick up the rook.
Nice.
Yes.
Exactly. That's no. Well,
Okay, the queen is
Turkish
there
doesn't want
actually.
that.
The queen is
Turkish
there.
doesn't want that one.
The queen can take back here.
Exactly. The queen could have taken back, but that was
Now
what
but
I
he's
was
going
Now,
to win a
white-
pawn. He's going to win a pawn. That's what he's probably thinking.
Check on G1.
G1. King escapes, then check back.
He takes the rook. That's
He doesn't
it.
take the rook. Yeah, he takes the rook. Yeah.
He takes the rook.
But-
Yeah,
But,
he loses the rook now.
no, he doesn't have to. He can block with the.
Oh, he blocked
okay,
with the
he
knight.
blocks it.
Block with the knight. Yeah.
No, if he blocks, he loses the knight too. Because queen is on G, rook is going to be on H, and if the knight blocks, queen is going straight there.
And that's
I'm
checkmate.
taking that
sef.
rook.
And that's even checkmate.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think G1 is the best move here.
No, it's going to be checkmate because he's going to have king to e7. But this is a very tricky position. But he's going to win the rook anyways.
But this guy is
Well,
down on time.
You
Why
can
is it
play.
that time?
He can play knight to black and play knight to.
Yeah.
G6.
Okay. Yeah. Knight blocks. Knight blocks. Yeah.
You can block that G6 first.
Yeah. Knight blocks is
So-
the best actually. Knight blocks.
If I was the one, I would just sack the rook
Yeah. Knight blocks.
for no reason.
For no reason.
For no reason.
just to play chess. That's actually just to play.
For the-
Well,
for the
and
fun of it.
Okay, if that's D pawn, that double D pawn, if it was not there, I would have sacked that rook. You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then maybe something might come up with the.
Exactly. See,
Ah,
that was
he
the
sacked his rook.
Why?
He sacked
I
his
don't
rook.
think that was. Why?
Because
no,
check. No.
What's the follow up? There's no follow up here.
There's actually no follow up.
Okay, check again on
check on
E.
check on H6.
Queen blocks. Okay, queen doesn't block. Okay.
But there's no follow up from there. But I'll just check.
I think he wants black to,
Once it's seeking black.
yeah,
to
he's
blunder his
waiting for
rook.
that kind of blunder where he can
Oh yeah,
check and
oh yeah,
take the
play
rook.
your king to e7. King to e7. Thank
God
you.
bless you.
King to e7.
That's the best move. So now what? Now what do you want to do? You're just gonna keep.
He's just
okay.
playing up chess.
But anyways,
At this point.
it is
No,
drawing right
no.
now.
No, king goes to D, then he checks again, then the queen block.
Like
Because there's no way.
guy, look at time situation. Guys, look at time situation.
He just have to
No,
keep
no.
checking, because anytime that makes him stop checking, this queen will take the pawn on
Exactly.
F2.
Recheck.
Exactly.
Mhm.
The thing is, he can force a draw by repetition.
That's what he's trying to do. Force a draw by repetition. They will not go to time
This
break.
guy is not falling for the trap. He wants him to move to
No.
E8.
No, there's nothing there again.
No.
There's nothing here.
Yeah.
That's why
There's
he
no
keeps
check
checking.
anymore. There's no check
No,
anymore.
he can continue. He
Yeah.
can continue. He can continue. White
And
can
king will keep
continue.
walking forward.
No,
And yeah.
once white stops to check, then black has the tempo.
Yes,
Here,
That's just the thing.
if
And I think white is out of check at this
Because
point.
if
he's-
black,
check.
if black can get to his, if black king can get to the thank
That's
you.
what he
don't
wants.
trade. No, that was the wrong
That's
move.
what he wants. Why not taking?
He should have trade. He should have taken the queen and trade.
I don't think white is even seeing the
Thinking.
threat. That F pawn threat. Check again. You're just annoying me.
Yeah,
at this
bring
point.
the king to the other edge. Just bring the king to the other edge. No, now
No,
this
trade
is
now.
repetition. This is repetition.
This guy wants to draw. He's looking for a draw.
Okay,
There's no more
there's no more check.
You can block.
He's going to go down.
Ooh.
He's going to go down.
He goes
H8.
down.
That's what he has been looking for since H8. So I can take that rook on
No,
A.
queen block.
Queen
Then
blocks.
Yeah, and now he thinks that's what he wants. He's not thinking the other guy is going to think.
what? This guy's annoying me at this point.
You see what I'm saying? That's what he's trying to do.
That's what he just wants. He just wants that
You see,
blunder. I don't think
the funny thing is, the funny thing is once the king gets
Game
here,
over. Game over.
it's game
from here.
over. Exactly. Once the king gets here, it's game over.
you're losing that.
This guy is going to take this rook. He's going to lose this pawn now. This pawn on
no,
F2.
he can block. He can just go and defend that pawn. Like stay on.
Block
G,
with what?
G3.
No, right
can
now
block, like-
it's white to move, so he can go and defend the pawn.
Yeah, he can go for that.
Where's Adex? Adex not there with us again.
Yeah,
Said
he
he
said he
was-
has something to do.
Oh, okay. Now he has
Okay,
got
he
to
has
defend
done
the pawn.
Now what? That's the question. Now what?
This guy should move his king away from there. Probably
He's
to-
targeting this other rook.
to C3.
Well,
C3 is a good
You can actually. No.
pawn to king to C3 is a good move.
Okay, yeah, C3 is a good move. Right now, your king is also a piece, so he wants
Yes,
to
wants
trade
to trade.
queen. He wants to trade queen.
H3, check on H3.
You can trade on your own terms.
Yeah, trade. Yes, he can. No, now.
Mate in 4. Check here.
That-
Check
yeah,
here,
yes,
mates.
check,
Check here, his mates.
I
Take
see.
the bishop.
Check on
I've
D4.
seen-
Check
I've
on
seen
D4.
Check
Yeah.
on before. This is a blunder, man. Check on before.
No, that's the blunder now. That wasn't the best move.
Thank you. That's it. Check on before.
Check on B4.
And he's also
This
going
guy
to
should
pick
just
up.
trade.
He's
should
going to
just
pick
trade
up the
queen.
bishop again. He's going to pick up the bishop.
King goes where?
Game
Down.
over.
Is
Bro,
it-
game
Check.
over.
This is what I hate about Stockfish.
He's down on time. He's down
That's
on
the thing.
material. He's down on position.
Check again.
You were-
Check. Thank you. Take the bishop with check.
Wow.
Check again. Take the pawn with check. Right now, he's
Wow.
not even trying to. He just wants to flag him. Hey, perfect. The queen trade is forced.
He's up by 5 already.
He's up by
now, so
5 points. Oh yeah, walk your king out. Just walk your king out.
Oh, right down. I think I'm now exploring. I can't even go out of the exploring now.
Check. Okay.
Yeah.
Wants
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
take
Okay,
two
thank
moves,
you.
two moves. I know. Move out, Jerry. Baba resign.
There's not. You have 30 seconds, and in this kind of position. Thank you. So
Exactly,
we check goes
exactly.
forward. Okwe is out. Wow, that's instructive. So you have
That's-
2 qualifiers right now.
He has been losing the game from the
Wait.
very beginning.
Did this guy set this game unrated? Because I'm seeing plus 24 for quick check. I think so.
I don't think.
I think he said the game.
I
Well, regardless, he still lost. So
I'm still lost, anyways.
it was a good game.
Yeah, so right now we have Dotsun and Bashir joining Ayomide, Jairus, and Joshua in the quarterfinals. 3 more players to join them. We have in the nights. At night we have what games do we have at night? We have Ruby versus Ridwan. We have Terry versus Owelewa, and we have Pedigree versus Ajikobi. I want to watch this game. You see, this is supposed to be the second game, but Pedigree said he has something to do. Is it Pedigree or No, Ajikobi said he has something to do, and that's why we had to push that game. So, so let's quickly check analysis for
that particular game, because there was a lot of things that could have gone wrong in that game.
I feel like that guy should have traded Queen earlier.
Yeah, he had the chance to trade Queen. So let's start from move 1. E4. Okay.
Was it E4?
Yeah, it's E4 they played. E4, E5, knight F3, knight. Okay, he's trying to play Vienna game. No, this is normal opening. Italian, I think. Yeah, he played Italian. E4, E5, knight F3, knight C6, bishop Italian.
Can somebody send me the game this thing? The link, the game.
The game link. Can I share? I'm not sure.
So they played E4, E5.
Yeah, it's Italian, just standard Italian. But then this guy played Queen. Yeah, Queen.
That Queen was the idea of the Queen? I don't know. Like, let's just find out.
To control, you prevent knight jumps. But then I solidify my center with the pawn, opening up my bishop, and then the knight jump, you can't prevent it anyways. So
after knight C3, he played
Queen to F3. Assuming he had the bishop here. So basically, if he pushes pawn here, the only thing that keeps the game going should be bishop here, because then you won't be able to move this knight, because this will be mate. So
let's go right up until that first trade. That after white played white played D5, knight to D5.
Okay.
So that first trade. Do you think that trade black took?
Okay, so after knight C3,
after knight C3. No, D6 now. After knight to D5.
So knight
then black took.
Yeah, he purposely doubled his pawn. That's the why double your pawn?
Exactly. So I'm thinking the best move would have been the bishop.
Guys, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Something just came up now. Yeah.
What's that?
It is when they are playing. Let's leave the analysis till after the game.
Yeah.
Because some of them might be watching the live while
we're stream sniping. Yeah, that's true.
So we might be suggesting moves to them, and they will you get unknowingly.
Yeah, that's true.
Moves. So that's just like caught my attention to it. So I don't know if you guys get me here. So let's just watch the game and let's just watch the game, and after the game we'll do the analysis.
Okay.
Is there any game going on now?
There's no game anymore for now.
Yeah, I know.
There's a game at night though.
I'm just calling attention to like the other
game. Yeah. Sure.
That will come in.
There's a game at night though. There are 3 games at night. Well, I hope we'll be able to play 3 games at night, but I can't.
If we can play 3 games at night, why not?
We can try to play 2. Yeah, that's what I want, but nobody was available. Everybody was saying they want to play at night. It's better now for us to play now, or they don't know. So
back to the analysis. So knight D5, knight takes. So for some reason, white decided to double his pawn.
Exactly. I don't understand the idea.
Maybe thinking he wants to attack the knight directly. So black plays E7.
Computer self said it. BX D5. That's just the line here. BX D5.
Like, it's obvious. So like for a chess player, doubling your pawn is a weakness. So
exactly.
Why, unless it's forced, which in this case wasn't. So maybe white had other ideas. Well, let's just go on. So white castles, and then
immediately weaken the side again. Yeah, attacks, open up the rook. But the problem is the position is closed. The queen cannot easily get. You see, that's the issue. Why do you play queen to F6 in that move? What?
In move 3. Move 3. Was it move 3?
Yeah, move 3. Assuming
F6 was move 3.
Queen to F6 was move 3. Yeah. So like assuming
Yeah.
he didn't play queen to f6, it would have been so much easier because the queen will be here and you can easily just push this pawn, slide the queen over here, and then come for mate. But then opponent also has moves, will also find a way to defend, but his attack is
Yeah.
fast. So
That's well, maybe maybe in the end, doubling that pawn was not so bad. That's because now it prevents that knight from jumping in. The knight needs to find another route. Maybe probably going to f5 or maybe g6.
yeah, first of all, go
Like
back. He scored. He was going to reroute himself. Just
very route,
go
like
back,
go back then come back
go
to
back to it. Then
g6.
will not come
But
back to b6.
it was you could have black can still go directly to like g6 straight up instead of going, from g6 you still have the f4 squares to your control, f4 and h4 still under your control. So
Mm.
well, black decided to extend his pawn, like maybe attacking that knight. White takes, best move, bishop takes back, which was actually the good move. So what the question now is rook to e1. What was the idea? Rook to e1.
Wants to rook to e1. Which move is that?
Yeah, that was on move 12. Sorry, 13. Rook to e1.
Oh, okay, rook to e1. Yeah, that's
So maybe
yeah. This probably is anticipating the opening of this position. But even that
well,
doesn't do anything because the king is very much protected. There's the bishop there. That square, this particular e7 square is very protected. There's bishop protecting, there's queen protecting, there's king
so
protecting
yeah,
himself.
so it's like that move was just wasting time or something like that.
Exactly. But probably it's
But
just
then
anticipating future.
yeah. Okay, let's continue from there. As
So
White played
so we're
sorry, White
here. Castle.
yeah, after
then
e1,
he play rook here, yeah. Rook to
then
a7. He wants to
pawn
double his
takes.
rook here. So
Well, so far everything was good up until that take. You see, that take opening up that king side, I think was not going to favor White in any way at first.
well, when
You know what?
take okay.
After that rook to e1, he played g7.
Yeah.
He played g7. Then White extended his pawn. That's the king's pawn.
Yeah.
By playing c3. You see, after c3, Black immediately responded without hesitation with b5 straight up.
Yeah, he played
After
b5,
b5,
yeah, straight away.
then bishop went to b3 and he kept on attacking. So I would say you see White extending that second pawn, like pushing the king's pawn in for the second time. You see, after that move, maybe everything was balanced in the end and kept extending. So what I was saying that time was, you see, after Black played this b4, attacking both pawns, you see what White did? White took from the left side.
Yeah, it took with the a pawn.
It took with the a pawn. I would have one thing if I'm playing chess and I've castled, I hate my castle. Maybe if I castle right, I don't like opening that file.
Exactly, should have taken
somehow.
with.
Exactly. Somehow White was not scared about that.
Like as Gotha chess will even say, it takes with the c pawn, c, then we have a takes b4. Then what do? You don't even take. You don't even take back.
You don't.
Or even if you want to take back, you can take back with your bishop. You see, there are two things here. You have connected pawns here, and they are very much protected.
And again, White lost an extra, let's say, lost tempo, but you see, after that exchange, after maybe he made that mistake of taking from that side, exchange, instead of, I think he would have, best move would have take back, but then he decided to like move his king to like b1.
Guys, hold on. I want to change the call to a video call to share my screen with you guys so you can see directly the changes I'm making, the analysis I'm doing, and so I can also implement your analysis for people viewing directly to see. So let me just change it to a video call now. So while I wait for them to join, let's just get this up. Hey, big man.
Banga.
Okay, going to switch. I'm switching to.
Exactly. So
I mean,
I was on the laptop.
Maybe this is all we'll be doing now. We'll be using video call.
Yeah, so we'll be left behind on the moves, I think.
Exactly. We'll be using video call. You guys can see everything now. You can see my screen, right?
We can only see your face. We can only see your face, sir.
Okay, but you can see the you can see it now.
Yeah, we can exactly. We can see.
All right. So let's get back to the analysis. Let me bring out the music and I didn't even turn off our audio, so probably they heard our thoughts. All right. So the commentators are back. The analysts are back. So as we were saying, has Topper joined?
Okay, what's it? The Topper is there.
Topper.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are good to go. So in this position, we say we should have taken back with the C pawn. Then
Yeah, with the C pawn.
after 8 takes before,
After
you take bishop takes, and then everything is
exactly.
balanced.
But that wasn't the case. Reverse was the case.
But he gave himself 2 doubled pawns in the process.
I
Like,
hear myself for the again.
oh, okay, I think I know why. I know what's going on. I shared okay. So if you listen to it now, you won't hear yourself anymore.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, and
Yeah.
you won't hear yourself anymore. So but now instead he played 8 takes. This takes.
8 take back.
Then
And the second mistake
was taken.
instead of taking back,
Push.
he moved the king.
No, he's not
He
even
moved
supposed
the king.
to. Wait,
My laptop safe don't off.
the laptop don't off. Join us on phone.
Yeah, I see your, you know. I see your
Join us on phone. If you push,
I
okay.
watch your own
For
screen.
some reason, they said this is a blunder. Pushing is a blunder, but he moved the king, right?
No, he moved the king left first. He first moved the king to the B file first.
Oh.
That's what he first did. Instead of taking back.
Okay, I think I know why he moved the king. Because
Preventing what exactly?
Because if he took immediately, yeah, it's still balanced. But if for some reason if he pushed, it was a blunder because what is the line?
because of that. I
E4?
think it.
Oh, because of E4. Yeah. Yeah, that idea that I said earlier, whereby you push E4, you attack the knight, and then you also threaten mate.
Mate, exactly. So you see that whole. I think white game actually.
Well, Kuriti have done it here. He moved his king, he castled, then he now played this. Kuriti have done it here. Okay, it's going to be balanced because he can. Yeah, he's going to defend the square with probably
attack.
Bishop,
with the bishop.
With the bishop,
exactly.
with the bishop. But the only difference, what's now the difference? What's the difference?
Mm-hmm. Did you not see the difference at first?
What's the difference?
The difference is they're going to lose a knight.
Okay, now I get it now. Because if he played here, he won't be able to play here because
exactly
of this.
Because he will lose the knight.
You lose this first, then you
And still lose the knight again the next 3 moves. Because if he decides to save that knight, maybe where does he want to go? Maybe d4. So maybe I don't know. There's no square for that.
and if it takes
That knight cannot move. If the knight moves, queen is gone. So from there, it is complete disaster for white.
yeah, now I get it now.
And the only mistake that happened was just maybe he was inaccurate with the opening. But you see that position where he opened from the left hand side, like taking to the center.
Yeah, that was
I don't actually like
that was
idea.
I don't agree with that at all. Like it goes against the basic rules of the
It
basic
goes against all
principles,
the rules.
all the basic principles of chess. Like, why will you open up your opponent's rook to where you just castled your king?
Like they can bombard. Like in fact, sometimes, but let's say black now is in a position where he doesn't even like see anything else. Once I see you open that place, I'm just gonna castle
Like,
and
basically,
flood. I don't even want to know again.
this is even fishing pool.
I'm sending all
You
my
know,
pieces there.
you know of the fishing pole trap now, like the trap whereby you sacrifice a bishop for a pawn. You now use it to open up your rook. Then you now bring queen out.
The rook down. Yeah.
That kind of that is almost the same thing here, except this time you are not sacrificing a bishop. You are just trading pawns.
Exactly. They're trading pawns.
At least in the other one, you are still going to win a bishop and say, okay, I can defend myself. But this one, you are not defending. You are just trading pawns and you are putting yourself under pressure. So
In this position, white just has too many mistakes on the board.
honestly, too many mistakes. So after this, king moves. He took back, doubling his pawns. Then this guy doubled his rook. This bishop now, I don't understand. He moved twice. Why?
Which bishop? Yeah, he did not sit at first. Maybe he did not sit. Go back and see. He came here. Okay, yes. I think maybe he saw that mate in one, and maybe anticipated that maybe black was going to push that pawn, and was already
So
ready
even if black pushed the pawn, attacking this guy, he can just easily play here.
But then he played the bishop first. Have you?
Yeah, but he played the bishop first. Yeah. So basically,
because he already saw that one, and then maybe was expecting that was going to be the best move, or was not expecting.
Okay.
I don't know.
So guys, we have 10 minutes to finish this video, but to finish this stream, rather. So, he moved the bishop twice. He played there. Yeah, Queen moved away from preventing himself from any possible discover checks. That's like discovered attacks. That's like the best thing. I try to avoid putting my pawns in front of bishop in the same diagonal as bishops or the same file as rooks. It prevents against discovered.
Okay, I think what black did there was saving his knight. Yes, because maybe he saw that if he doesn't make that move, maybe black was going to like push that pawn, and he can't move the knight because he's going to lose the queen.
But
so
black can push the pawn either way here. What's the defense? Okay,
he can attack back with the queen. Knight
can pawn will take. Pawn
exactly.
takes, yeah. He can't do it anymore because
exactly it was balanced there.
It was balanced there. Okay. So then after, the next thing was doubling his rooks. That's very good thing from Bashir.
That was like obviously I would have done that too.
Now is this sacrifice? I don't understand why.
Only God knows. Maybe he saw something else.
Why?
Maybe he was expecting something else.
I understand he's trying to open up the position.
Yes, but that might work if you are in a sort of.
But he even made it worse. But anyways, it's still the same thing. Okay, but somehow he managed to block the queen out to make sure the queen had to move twice before he can get to the attack. So that's also a instructive movement.
Okay.
Like you get now. If you are just taking the bishop back immediately, well, it's still the same thing. It's still the same thing, anyways. If you are taking the bishop back immediately, rook will infiltrate by coming here. But it took this first.
And then what?
Then this takes. Then I think it took here. It's still rook takes now.
Yeah, eventually it's still going to be rook take.
It's still going to be rook take. Check. Okay.
So the first sacrifice is what?
But
I think black lost tempo because Maybe he did not see that queen or he did not notice that queen there. That was what made him lost tempo there.
Okay.
Take.
So
Oh,
after check, then queen takes. He took the pawn.
at this point,
This is where the dance of
it was almost balanced.
yeah, it was trying to force a draw.
This was the dance of
And
blunder. How we going to call it?
actually, that was also nice actually because at the end of the day, if you play the best moves,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
draw.
exactly.
But he didn't. He missed some of the moves, and this guy tried to
It
avoid
has infected the
repetition.
queen, like since
He actually did well by
when he had a chance to trade the queen, he should have just done it.
But this is
exactly when he had chance.
yeah, early
just trade
chance
that queen
then you
out.
should have traded the queen because
Like,
the rule is if
once-
you are
once
attacking,
I
don't
see-
trade queens.
I
If you are
see I'm-
defending, trade queens. Like that's the
Yeah,
basic rule.
if I'm in a bad spot, and I see that you have good queen there, I'm trading that queen out. I don't even care
Exactly.
what's happening next. I'm taking your
If-
queen off the board first.
If you are attacking, trade queens. If you are attacking, don't trade queens. If you are defending, trade queens.
Trade queens.
So like that's like all the basic principles that got
Like,
into.
and you know, the funny thing was at that spot where he put that queen for trade, three of us were like trade that queen, but then somehow he used that chance.
Now, do you know the funny thing? This guy had a mate in 4 year. What did he say? He said queen to c1. Wow. You know,
Queen
he
to
played
C1.
queen here. That's what this guy played, queen here. But what computer wanted? What computer wanted? That I said mate in 4, queen to c1. What's
Check.
the
Then what?
bishop
Okay.
blocks? What else
And then
again?
what?
Queen to e1 check. Okay. Then king plays to b3. That's the only move. Or he has this move as well, but that's just bad.
That doesn't do much.
Then, like everything, either way, not everything is losing because queen
Okay,
takes.
everything it's just going to
Queen
like
takes b4.
it made him lock yourself up. That's the main
Because
thing.
here, if he moves here, this is just mate in 1, like this checkmate. But if he moves here, this is mate in 2. After check, he has mate here, then checkmate.
So what eventually happened in that spot?
No, he went for the pawn. You should have placed c1, but who will see that? Like who will see that? Like in our level,
Well,
it is.
well, the thing the thing is, there's one thing I learned from Gotham. Always find checks. Always find checks. Always find
Yeah,
checks.
but his move is also check. It's
The
not that
thing-
one check is better than the other. Because when you look at it, you say queen here, but the bishop can block. But you didn't look at the
you
follow
know,
up.
now that you mentioned, but now that you just mentioned it, I'm just like, yeah.
That's what will
like
come to your
that-
head. You'll be like queen here
Yeah.
check, but the bishop can block. But then queen here check, bishop block. Queen here, nothing can block. You have to move. Then you now take the pawn.
Come back, yeah. Stockfish is stockfish for a reason. That's just
Yeah, Stockfish is a computer. It sees all the moves, so we can't. You can't.
That's just the thing, but GG's in the end.
Yeah, GG's in the end. So we
It
have
was a nice game.
5 people in the quarterfinals now. Who do you think, out of all the 5, who do you think is favorite to win the tournament? Like, who are you going to anticipate?
From what I've seen.
Yeah, from what you have seen.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe Bash has a good chance. Or you said Jake is already in the final.
Jay Glitz is in quarterfinal. Jay Glitz is kind of in form right now. If you watch qualifiers with me now.
Yeah, I was
Oh
there.
my god! If you watch Jay Glitz in the qualifiers, I was like,
You know
what is
one
this?
one thing about Jake Leeds, that guy just has a way of intimidating.
Oh, but
He plays like a regular 1-6. That's what I
yeah.
was saying. He
But
plays
you know,
like a
Jay
regular
is higher
1-5.
rated. Jay is
doesn't-
higher rated than Dotun.
You can't. Maybe
You know
you
that-
can't like put pressure on Jake Leeds.
Do you know that Jay Glitz is higher rated than Dotun? Oh boy. I think we have lost connection with the.
I can hear you.
Okay. But do you know Jay Glitz is higher rated than Dotun?
What's the rating?
Jay Glitz is 1.6. 1.6 something. But I checked the ratings. It's just a few points higher, but still it's higher rated. I was like, how? Because Jiglit has not been playing that I'll say he gained placing points. Whereas Dotson has been playing. He lose some points, he gain some points. So how? But then I realized probably, there's also this thing that comes with hype. You know how Grandmasters will play against like Magnus now, and they'll be like, the mere fact that they're playing against Magnus and you're like, Magnus effects, they're already scared, they're already playing bad moves and everything like that. So maybe that's what happens most of the time in Jiglit and Dotson games. But it's kind of impressive to see that Jiglit is higher rated than Dotson. I was like, wow. Wow. So well, that's it for today. We have decided to. That's it for now. Rather, we still have the night session to go. I've decided 2 games already, and we have 3 more to go, which is Ruby versus Ridwan. We have Terry versus Owulewa, and we have Pedigree versus Ajikubi, and we'll be able to decide who goes into the quarterfinals. So that's just it. There's not much else to say. Congrats to those who qualified. Congrats to Dotson. Congrats to Bashir, and everything is fine. Let me introduce myself once again. For those of you who don't know, my name is Sulaiman Salman Ayodeji, also known as Banga XXI. And my commentators, we have Abdex, we have Topa, we have IRX, and we are here with you till the end of the tournament, every step of the way. From Connect with us on our social media pages. Connect with us on our social media pages at XSI NG on Instagram, on TikTok, and on Twitter or X, which is the modern name. And most important, if you have not hit that subscribe button yet, I don't know what is going on. For you to even reach this point and not subscribe to our channel is kind of crazy. So hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and if you have any inquiries, send us a mail, just @gmail.com. We'll be there to respond. Thank you very much.